Hello everyone, so in a few hours time I'll have been here exactly half of my allotted month. So it's been a time of a lot of reflection and a huge number of extraordinary events, but I want to focus in on some practicalities to start with because it's so important. One of the main differences about living in Bangalore or Bengaluru, and there we are, that's the first digression because it seems both are used interchangeably here. Bangalore's the old word, Bengaluru, both used. Thinking about living here is there is a need to take great care of the respiratory system. So I have my lungs medicine every morning, which is the thyme and the ginger in the boiling water with the raw honey. But as well as that, there's a whole plethora of different products which become part of my life here too. So I'm going to introduce you to them one at a time. So here's the first one. The first one is menthol crystals. And these are obtainable in other countries too, if you go online. And there are many ways to have these crystals, but the one that's been recommended for me is this particular device. So what I do is I put literally one menthol crystal in the pot, which is half full of water, switch it on, starts making a sound. And I take about 9 inhalations, and that is very, very good for clearing the airways and opening the nasal passages and all the passages of airways that leads us towards the lungs. So that's the first one. The second one, because I did have a period of unwellness, as I'm sure you know, and actually Ahmed did confess to me that he thought I would have had that within 24 hours of arriving, and actually I kept going for the first week just over before that happened. That really did surprise him. So then I have this full container of water, and the water is reverse osmosis water, which out of all the filtration systems is regarded to be one of the absolute best, with 1 drop, so that size container with 1 drop of oregano oil, and that's very helpful for recovering from any kind of a period of unwellness to do with blowing of the nose, coughing, that kind of thing. So that's really good to know about. The absolute standard out here is, no, there's no white tissues, there are bamboo tissues. And on the box it has these words, because the last thing your face needs is tough love. And indeed, if you do have a streamer, as I did for 24 hours, it passes the streamer test really well. Ends up with a box, so a bucket full of tissues, which is a really powerful way to cleanse toxins from the body. So the bamboo really does do the job so much better than the conventional tissues I've ever used in the UK. Vitamin C. Every morning, starting with vitamin C, 3 or 4 capsules of natural vitamin C, or loads of fruit, or both. So this morning for my breakfast I had clementine, apple, dragon fruit, passion fruit, sure there's 1 or 2 others not coming to my mind right now, and one of the special chocolates that Ahmed gets the team to make for us here, and this is based very much upon the original recipe which he came across when he came to his first Nature's Medicine retreat back in 2012. So we've known each other for 12 years, that's quite something. So that's how we became friends, by him coming on the retreat and having his experiences with all the plants, as so many of you do. So as well as that, there's also this. This I've been introduced to more recently. This is called One Drop. So you have a similarly large litre bottle of filtered water. You put 1 drop in of this particular product, and it contains camphor and a number of other very traditional herbal plant medicines which are really useful for keeping the respiratory system well nourished. And then there's this one. This is one of my personal favourites actually. It's called Amrusadhara. I'm not sure whether it's Ayurvedic, but it's a really traditional product. Comes with a roll-on. I put a little bit on each temple, and maybe just a little bit on the chest or the neck, wherever I feel appropriate. And I start to emanate that smell which tells me I'm in India. It's an I'm in India smell. So many traditional plant medicines are going to be in this. And I was introduced to this one only a couple of days ago, just on the weekend. This is called Chu, and this contains camphor and another concoction of traditional products. And you can have it 2 ways. You can open up the top, insert that into the nostril and inhale, or alternatively, you can unscrew the bottom part, and that has got another roll-on, so you could just apply it to whatever part of the skin you feel is appropriate for you at that particular time. And it's even fitted with a key ring, particularly useful for going travelling. So I do believe I've taken you through all the products for respiratory support, which I would strongly recommend to anyone that is living or visiting India, or anywhere in the world where the temperatures are much higher and the particulate pollution in the air is much greater than what you're conventionally used to. This will make a huge difference. All the love to you.